I mean, Maddie, before we break into some defense, do you want to address anything specific?
Yeah, just one thing that I always think is amazing is, and Aaron saw today at practice, at Stanford with our college players, we spend a great deal of time on defense, and we do something which is technique slide, which is literally our guys get down in the defensive stance and are sliding, are talking, and that's like our warm-up every single day. And you know, people see Steph Curry doing warm-up drills, and you try to remind the young kids, like, the things that I'm teaching you are fundamentals, but they're fundamentals that are going to transition to every level, from youth to middle school to high school to college to the NBA. So you guys are laying a foundation, but you can also reinforce that by saying, like, these are things that college programs are doing, pros are doing. And one way that you can really separate yourself, in my opinion, at an early age is with your defense. Because it's one way that you can always stay on the floor, and it's something that really requires minimal understanding of what's going on. It's just, at the very core, keep your person in front of you and work hard. And those are things that coaching in any world, any sport, you can really resonate with the younger guys. And you can make it fun too. You can make it challenging and fun, and you know, it's something that doesn't require you to be able to have the strength to throw the basketball. All it requires is you to want to have fun and play defense. So that's what I love about it, and it's something that we work on a ton. It's something that, you know, we can definitely help you guys with here. So.
And even at the professional level, they don't want to work on defense. So those coaches will say the offense is that carrot dangling in front of them, and we're really just working on defense, but they don't realize it, right? So like on a micro level, what did you call the warm-up?
Technique slide.
Right, so on a technique slide, when I came up, we couldn't cross our feet, right? That was the technique. That's it. I can't keep a fast guy in front that way. So on the technique slide standpoint, I got a kid who retired. It might have been this drill that took his feet out from him, but it was very effective in terms of he was always getting blown by faster players. So we would have to be, it's like PJF's thing. So you got to keep the ball out all the way here, arms extended. Everything defensively, you want to catch it, drives with your chest, whether, you know, like it's a closeout situation or it's in the full court and I'm trying to turn them in the pressure. So we would work on baseline to baseline. His arm is out. He's got to slide, cross, maintaining that square chest to the baseline, maintaining that posture, core strong. So like a lot of kids, you know, they guard like this, or, you know, they're up high. So just teaching that stance, chin up, chest up, I'm on balance, I'm in an athletic stance. And when I go to move my feet, I'm not obsessed with that idea that I can't cross anymore. Because we ingrain that in kids and then they're just too slow. If they're in a stance, it's not like a run. And now this guy with the ball is just going by him every time. And that's frustrating. I'm not allowed to cross my feet. I'm supposed to keep this thread of my ear, you know, the string through my ear. Like, no, that's done. That's not effective. So I like teaching.
One thing I would add on to that is, before you even get to the point where you're sliding, work with your guys and girls just about being in that stance and really emphasizing the difference between, if I'm low in balance in the stance, you can come up to them, you can kind of touch them and say, hey, I feel pretty strong. Whereas what happens when you're standing like this, or stand on one leg, see how your balance is. And now, so you're emphasizing with them just how important it is to, first of all, just be in a wide stance. Then, now sitting down in a stance where you can now take that step to move laterally. So it's even just like, all right, ready, stance, and have them sit there, right? And a lot of, you go to camps and you work on foot fires and different fun things, but it's even just to that point of, I'm here, okay, and then walk around. Well, are you on your toes and you're off balance, so I can push you forward or backwards? Are you on your heels? Same thing. Are your feet too close together? Are they pointed like this? So it's just breaking down at a very basic level what it means to be in a stance. And then you start talking about, okay, now I can't just sit here and let my person go right around me, then it's moving your feet. But I think getting that to understand for the kids is really fun. So it's just, all right, everybody stance and see who's in it. And then they look around and they see what other people are doing, and somebody's going to be like this and correct them. And I think that's, again, it might seem kind of basic, but it's fun, and it also emphasizes, especially when you say, all right, Mike, you stand on one leg and try to push your partner over, and then they're like, whoa, like, okay, so now do it with 2 feet, and then it's, you know, they're pushing on each other. And now.
But you need to maintain integrity in that test, because Coach Fine, Byrne, it reminds me, he used to be like, Aaron, stand with your feet together. Shove me as hard as you can. And then, all right, get in the stance. You know, because they'll see right through all that sort of thing, right? Don't just prove a point to prove a point. You guys see it. Your kids are analytical and they're paying attention more than we realize. A couple other micro things that I feel like are not taught properly on a closeout. One, we're still in stance. So this came from Kawhi Leonard. None of us have the dimensions that Kawhi has, but he obviously knows what he's doing defensively. I didn't get it directly from him. Somebody else said to Kawhi, give me something on defense, and he gave them this. And then I was listening to him tell someone else that story. So it's not like hey, Kawhi, give me something on defense, but it's essentially that. And I loved it because I do it now, and it's actually very effective. You know, we want this. We're teaching this, right? Hands out, active, in the passing lanes. Can you move easily in this position? Not very much. You're not very athletic here. So when he said, I'm here, now I am so much more agile with my hands in, and it gives me room to extend. So now I'm not, the kids love to reach, right? Well, only reach when you know you have it, but now I'm not reaching from here to here and it's a foul. A lot of like point guard college likes to teach slapping up, right? Because you see that, it looks like a foul. Kawhi didn't say he does that as much. I mean, for him, it's different. Like, he has legitimately more reach than anybody. But the idea of staying in tight and keeping the arms kind of more bent, still active, I'm like a water bug when I'm playing defense because I got to compensate for being small. All our kids need to be water bugs. That's the only way they're going to be effective and not be a liability going forward. But I really like that technique. And teaching that has been effective. Kids love it, and it works. And now they're not out here or out here. They're here. They know where they be, and it's comfortable. And now it's like, when I want to go, I can go, and I can do it effectively. The other micro level of this, like a one-on-one level, is closeouts. So if Maddie swings it to me and he closes me out, right? A lot of teaching is the chop, right? A lot of people say small choppy steps, right? I discourage that. I think as they get older, that's not going to be effective against good shooters, and they're building a bad habit from when they're young. So I want to sprint, and then it's like that 1-2 at the end. That's my technique, but there's more about the hands. So a lot of guys are like choppy steps, and I'm here, right? That's what I remember. But to me, no, it's got to be hand to ball. So I'm full sprint, and then I'm here to there, right? I'm not coming from my hip. It's way slower. So just these small techniques, it's like, yeah, they might not learn it right away, but if they start getting it from y'all, by the time they're in high school, these kids could be elite defenders, and they all came through your youth team. And it's like, hey, there's some trend happening here, right? So I really like that hand to ball on the closeout, because we don't want a hand here or a hand there. Hand to ball. Make that shot. Try to block that shot without fouling, right? So those small principles, not reaching on the ball, being in an effective stance, on balance, like those are some of the micro teaching things that I like to teach all the way up. But it's effective, especially because these kids they're willing and they're Play-Doh, right? So if we can break the trend of them coming to higher levels with all those bad habits, it's great. Before we transition to the team stuff.
Yeah, I was just going to add, so just as far as practical drills and stuff, Aaron kind of did a little bit of it. A zigzag drill is something, again, that we do at the college level, but it's really good for working on those slides. And like he said, that last step, really emphasizing cutting them off. A lot of people just kind of go through the motions that cheat the drill. So it's really saying, here's the sideline. I'm not going to let you get around it. I'm going to literally step on that sideline and force you to have to go the other way. Now I'm working back this way. So that's a drill, and you can add constraints. You can make it really tight, or you can make it wider. Another thing, like we talked about, closeouts, right? So if I'm playing one-on-one closeout with Aaron, right, at an entry level, I might start by just rolling the ball out to him. Then as I get more advanced, I might throw him a bounce pass. Then as I get more advanced, I might throw him a chest pass. So those are things, again, that you're making a small correction, which is just the speed at which now I'm learning. But it's, some people, they throw it out, now they're like, oh, and then the guy's already catching it and going by them. So it's something little, like start nice and easy, just roll it out, run up, and then build up, progress to it. And I think depending on where you guys are at, especially at your age, you might have some people that are more advanced than others. So that's a way that you can say, hey, we're going to do this drill, but for you, your emphasis is making that chest pass and closing up. Or for you, your emphasis is really cutting them off and forcing them to change direction rather than just sliding and having it be like that. But you will kind of be able to take those core drills and then tweak them based on the level of where you guys are at.
In my middle school girls, we have a big group and we only have 2 baskets. So it's like, we'll do that zigzag drill. You know, I'm on this end. The other line is on the other baseline opposite, and we're zigzagging, and then we get to half court and we go live. But at this age, I don't even bother with that drill. My practice with the 3rd, 4th, 5th every day is same format, but then you know you don't want to keep it the same exact and it's monotonous, they get bored. But we're warming up with ball handling, they're trickling in from soccer or whatever they got, and then we're all there, but some got to leave early. So it's like, obviously they all want to play, and that's what they need the most. So I try to make it so we're scrimmaging as much as possible, competing, playing in the full court as much as possible. How much time? 30 seconds? Okay, so we didn't get any team drills in, and I know a couple people asked, like, is it zone or man or what's better? Like for me, I could spend 5 hours teaching the 2-3 zone, but with your girls at that level, like I like to play both, but at that level, I prefer man at this age, personally. But that's my old school self, you know, but let's go hands in. Thank you guys for listening. How much time is each station? Great. Let's go with elementary school basketball on 3. 1, 2, 3. Elementary school basketball. Thank you guys for listening. Yeah.